thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview today. I'd like us to talk about you and your experience living as a person with a disability in Jamaica. But before we dive into that, let's get to know you a little bit better. Who is Mrs. Estella Campbell?
I'm Estella Campbell. I live at Cheshire Village, but I'm really from Dallas Castle, but because of this motor vehicle accident, I cannot live back where I used to live. So at the Cheshire Village.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Campbell. Now, what 3 words would you use to describe yourself?
Okay, I'm a lovable person. A hospitable person, and also a fun-loving person. I love to meet and greet and meet a lot of persons in high capital.
Okay, excellent. Now, Mrs. Campbell, what is your disability?
Okay, I'm a paraplegia, right? Which causes my limbs, especially my legs, for the most part, not to move, right? Not totally, but
Okay, so limited movement
right
at the legs. And is it so waist down?
Yes, from
Okay. Okay. Now, I know that some people prefer the term disability, others prefer special needs. What is your preferred term?
Okay, if persons are addressing me, I would prefer they said physically challenged, right? More than the big term persons with disability, because it even though it entails everything, but I'm dealing with me now. So I'm a physically challenged person.
Okay, thank you. So you mentioned earlier that your physical challenge came about from a motor vehicle accident. Is that correct?
Yes, from the 12th of September 1980.
Now, walk me through your method of coping. How did you deal with this new reality?
Okay, first and foremost, when I was at the university hospital, to be exact, Ward 17, where it was Professor Golding, Dr. Paul Wright, those were the 2 doctors that I know that really took interest in me and, did the surgery, so they had to do a surgery, right? And they always by my bedside encourages me, to hold on. This is at the end of your life, right? And I always have that at the back of my mind, yes, that one day I will walk. And even to today, I still have that hope,
Okay.
right? And so they're the one that encourages me, to hold on. And when your doctor encourages you, that's a big thing.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so Sir John Golding and Dr. Paul Wright.
Right.
Okay, very important names.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard a lot about Sir John Golding, but I've never heard of Dr. Paul Wright, so that's a good one for me to learn. Okay, and Sir John Golding is the person who developed the rehab center, correct? Outside of your doctors, who or what was your support system at that time?
Okay, my father. Right? My father, I'm gonna put my family, but more so my father. He was always there. So, I mean, everybody know that as he touched the gate, especially when I'm on a rehab, as he touched the gate, everybody come, your father coming, your father coming. He was always there for me.
Okay. Excellent. Sounds like you were blessed with a very good father.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what age were you when you got into this accident?
I was age 18.
Age 18. So were you in school at the time? Were you working when you got into the accident? What was that situation?
Okay. Actually, I was just about to leave school, right? And, to do exams and so forth. But that's shattered.
So you weren't able to do the exams either?
No, not at that time.
Oh, but you were able to do them afterwards?
Right, but you want to get in the the teaching and support, so you just go and, Professor Golden helped with the vehicle and took me downtown where the center was, and I did the exam.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So even outside of just medically, Professor Golding was helping you out.
Yes.
Okay.
He's somebody, that listen, you have to go to school.
Oh.
You have to try and do something for yourself. Don't look pity,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do, school is a must.
Mm-hmm.
Physical therapy is a must.
Okay.
Occupational therapy is a must. You have to be there at all times.
Yeah.
For you to be rehabilitated so you can go back into society,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
And whatever is on the compound here, to do like the one by the workshops, right, or the shoe shop, or anything that is on the compound, to
Okay.
do, he will get you into it, pay you a stipend, right, and so forth. That's the type of man it was, and he helped take your mind off things,
Right.
let you see yourself that can go back into society, right? He provide jobs on the outside. When they at Hope Garden, it was a coconut park. Was out there. Some of the persons with polio, they were there working. So he helped.
Okay.
So many ways.
Excellent. Excellent. So it sounds like it was like a full rehabilitation he was trying to do. Socially, professionally, physically, medically, mentally, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
And that's sports. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
wasn't really involved in the sport, but I mean, a lot of other persons, and some of them getting awards tomorrow.
Oh,
Also.
okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. How accessible or how easy is it for people who are physically challenged to get things such as wheelchairs or other similar tools? Are wheelchairs, number one, are they very expensive? Are they readily available in Jamaica? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Number one, it's not readily in Jamaica, and even if it is very expensive, right? You have some entity that will assist us with wheelchairs, right? But it's like every 5 years or whenever time. So, you get a chair, you have to take care of it, but you don't come with extra parts. So if a wheel gone bad, you have to try and source it somewhere, right? And to get you up and running. So these things are not really luxury for us.
Right.
They're very hard.
Right. Is it, I can just walk into a store and buy the wheelchair, or is it mostly from organizations that donate them? What have you seen in your experience? How are people able to get those what is the number one way then that people tend to get those wheelchairs?
Well, you have some business places that really sell medical items. So you can go inside and get at a very high cost.
Okay. What services or resources are available for people with physical challenges in Jamaica? For example, when I was overseas in Canada, the bus system facilitated people with wheelchairs being able to come on and, use the bus freely. Do we have something similar to that with our transportation system here in Jamaica?
We have one at that come by Cheshire Village in the morning to transport children to school.
Okay.
And persons who are going to work. But it doesn't run throughout the day. So if you are a stay-at-home mom or so and you wanted to go on the road at a later time in the day, that is a no-no. You have to find your own transportation and that. So it's not efficient to me.
Right. Okay. And outside of JUTC or outside of transportation, are there any other organizations that you know of that assist people with disabilities?
I can say different entity.
Mm-hmm.
Really, with Jamaica Council of Persons with Disability, I have Combined Disability Association and Abilities Foundation. Abilities Foundation is the one that trains you, right? It trains you in data entry or customer service. We got organization that trains you so that you can get work in the society.
Okay,
And
excellent.
JCP, Jamaica Council Persons with Disability, they have concerns or support, and they assist you in some areas.
Okay, okay.
And CDA is the one that helps you also, with just with other things.
Okay, so you just touched on training that Abilities Foundation will assist with. Can you tell me whether it's your experience or the experience of others in getting jobs in Jamaica as somebody who is physically challenged? What has that or what is that like? Are many people willing to hire people with physical challenges? Has it changed, from before to now? Has it gotten better? What has that experience
It
been?
has always been a challenge, right? It doesn't matter how trained you are, right? It's they look at you as if, even though you are trained and you have the education, they see your disability in the way, right?
Okay.
But all they have to do is look on your ability and not your disability,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah.
Because you as persons with disability, you work hard,
Right.
right? You go to school, you want to be on top. You have some of us who are teachers and can't get any job, right? And you're qualified, right?
Right.
So it's really a challenge in Jamaica,
Okay.
right? And I only hope that the barriers will
Yeah. Be removed
be
entirely.
removed
Yeah.
entirely
Yeah.
and just see you
Yeah.
as a person.
Absolutely. I'm in full agreement with that. Full agreement with that. Now, Mrs. Campbell, you've gone through this journey along your life. If I drive out of here today and I get in an accident and I lose the use of my legs, what advice or information would you share with me in terms of how to navigate going forward?
Okay, first and foremost, if you are in such a situation and you go to any hospital, whether university hospital or KPH, right? And they do the major or minor things there, but the real thing is when you come to Surgeon Bowling Rehabilitation Center. This is where you get all the support right at Mona Rehab. You see persons with amputated legs, you have this spinal cord, you have just about anything. So when you rap with them and when and you talk about the disability, you get the draw this straight from them, right? And then when the occupational therapy, even though we don't have one at surgeon now, but you have, the physiotherapies, that here to help you to walk you through your situation, and then you have the parent support, right? Parent support that they call in to walk them through your situation, so that tell you if you go home what to do or what to expect and so forth. So you have to involve everybody so that your life, you can see meaningful life. You can't say, boy, I'm finished, I'm done, and but there is always hope as long as we put our trust in God, as long as we have that motivation to say, listen, despite I am going to do that and I'm going to do that.
I like that. I like that a lot, Mrs. Campbell. A focus of this initiative is to impress upon people that we are all one step away from becoming disabled. You know, it's not you over there and me over here. We're all in this together. And I remember when we were prepping for this interview, you said to me that even somebody with glasses, you know, that is a form of a disability in a sense. So that stuck with me, and that is something that I think I will always remember. Is there anything, this is the last question, is there anything else that you would like to share to the people watching this video?
Okay. For persons out there, don't look on a person with disability and say it is him or her doing. You can be walking on the street, you slid on a banana skin, and you got a spinal injury. You can climb a tree, and you can in your bathroom, and a stray shot come right in the bathroom, and you got shot. You can in an ATM, somebody come and stick you up and shot you, and right there and then you became a disabled, right? So just about anything, right? You are there because of this diabetes, you lose your sight, right? You became disabled, and you know, some of them have to wear glasses, and that's a form of disability. So I can say just about everybody have a form of disability, right? So don't discriminate, right? And just take care of persons with disability, right? Because you don't know what next, right? And, you know, as the good book says, the Bible says when Jesus said, you know, we must, matter of fact, Jesus is so upset with persons who do not look about the physically challenged, the disabled, and the widow, the widowers, and so forth. Because guess what? When he was on earth, he was among those persons. His heart goes out for us, right? And, you know, let it be that, you know, you are in God's corner, you know, on the right side, because you don't want him said when he come, whatever you done to me, you have done it. Whatever you have done to me, you have done it to them. Right? You asked for water, you didn't give me water. I was in prison, I wait whatever, and you don't do anything. So let it be known that you just, you know, we are human. We didn't cause these things upon us, right? And you know, just take care of us whenever you see us. We don't really want pity, right? But just treat us as human.
Excellent. I love that, Mrs. Campbell. Anybody ever tell you should preach?
Well, I did that. I did that at church.
Oh, you did? Okay.
That at church.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Campbell. You take care.